Welcome to another IMS Reality Agent Deluxe help tutorial. This video will focus on the information found under your graphs icon. I'm using a San Francisco database, but as a member, you will have an up-to-date database that you registered with. Graphs can be used to simply find information that you're interested in, or particularly to prepare for outstanding listing presentations. Let's go on that premise. First of all, we'll need to do some filtering first in order to find the information you want to graph. So if you're preparing for a listing presentation, the first thing you would do is filter all the information you know about your potential listing. We'll start with a city. And again, bring the busy ones to the top. This time, we'll choose San Francisco proper. Now, the next thing you would do is enter in all the information you know about your potential listing. You're going to enter perhaps the type of home. We'll say it's a single-family home. We'll actually filter down the style of the home. Let's say it's traditional. Now we'll enter information like bedrooms and bathrooms. We'll say 2-bedroom, and 1 bathroom. You can enter as much information or as little information as you'd like. But in our case, we've asked to see San Francisco, single-family homes, traditional, 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom. Now, you can print up the graphs that you'll need to impress that client that you know everything about what it takes to sell their San Francisco single-family, traditional, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. You'll start with days on market, allowing you to see when is the best time to sell this home. Well, May and June seem like a shoo-in. This allows you to scroll through and decide which graphs your client would like to see, and so on. When we get to the average price graph, I'm going to show you something interesting. Your average price graph will build in a return on investment. In this case, this is a really great investment. If someone bought this home last December, when the average price was $762,779, and they sold it 1 year later for $889,857, they had made a really good return on their investment of 16.7%. Now, there's lots of reasons to show or hide this, or for listers or for buyers the same. If you have a client who's taken a look at this type of home that you've shown them, and then they call you and say, I loved that home, but is it a great investment? You're able to enter all the information, go to your average price graph, and tell them, yes, that looks like a great investment. We all know that sometimes people buy homes to live in them forever. They love it. That's it. I'm sold. 40 years later, they're still in that home. But there are lots of people who buy a home knowing that within a year, they want to be able to turn that property around and make a profit. This allows you to tell them whether or not that's likely to happen. Now, there's many styles of graphs. One that will print the actual numbers on the page. But if you choose the other graphs, and I personally like the cylinders, your client can't scroll over that to see the numbers. So you have the option of asking it to print the chart below so that your client can actually see the numbers that coincide with each month. You can choose many colors. depending on your options. Graphs also allow you to go back many years or to do overlaps. An overlap allows you to look at what happened to the pricing of this home in the last 2 years. All of the graphs are printable, and they will print up full page. They're all exportable so that you could email them to a client. And you can go into the print setup and tailor your graphs accordingly. You can add a custom tagline to sell your home faster, call Esther, and your phone number. You can also customize your heading. As most clients know exactly what they're selling, you can make your graph specific to being prepared for Mrs. Smith at 179 John Street. And save your information. Now, your graphs will print accordingly. And when you print them up, your tagline will also show. Awesome information to give to your client and secure the listing for yourself. It is surprising how many agents feel like they can go into a listing presentation unprepared and just dazzle them with charm and wit. Homes are too expensive today. People want solid facts so that you can show them you know exactly what you're up against to sell their home. Using these graphs will definitely help secure any listing. Now, keep in mind, you can change your information at any time. If you had several listing presentations in one day, but with slightly different information, you can go into your search bar and remove or enter any information you'd like to choose. We'll take out the traditional home and we'll now make it a 3-bedroom home and finish our search. You can see that your graph changed accordingly. It's now a single-family home, San Francisco, 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. So you're able to quickly prepare for many different listing presentations in one day without going through your filter lists over and over again, simply by going into your search in your control panel and changing information. Now, keep in mind, every drop-down menu has a little blue question mark beside it. That will help you understand each item in the drop-down menu. Every page also has a little blue and white eye icon, which will also give you specific information to that particular graph. When you're finished, remember to clear your program, click on your reality logo, and you're back at the beginning of your program.